it's just not working out the way it was supposed to. I mean, Sondra and I talked about this. We agreed. She was going to raise the children while I was in med school. Then after I got my practice going, she would go to law school. I'm holding up my part of the bargain. What is the problem?
Elvin, have you ever spent an entire day at home with a baby?
No. She won't let me near them. Every time I do anything with them, she tells me I'm doing it wrong.
Well, welcome to the club. The club where husbands do nothing right. We've been through all that.
Every one of us. Yeah, welcome aboard.
So what am I supposed to do?
Nothing. You do whatever the mother wants you to do.
But what am I supposed to do when she says all those nasty things about me?
Take it.
Take it. Take it.
Take it.
What am I supposed to do when she tells me I did things wrong with the baby that I didn't even do?
Take it.
Aren't they beautiful? Look at her tiny little hands.
Yeah, Sondra did Elvin good.
What?
My brother says that a baby is the greatest gift a woman can give a man.
Give a man? A woman does not give a man a baby. They share it.
No, they don't. She gives it to him. Then he lends it back to her to raise it.
When I have my baby, I'm going out and get a good job, and my husband's staying home with the baby.
Looks like you won't be having babies.
Yes, I will, and I have a good job, too.
That's the problem with the world today. Too many women working. They mess things up.
No, we don't.
Well, my brother works for a woman, and she's always on him. If he's a half hour late or he falls asleep at his desk, she's all over him. I'm never going to work for a woman.
Well, then you're never going to work, because we're everywhere.
I'll get a job building houses.
Women do that.
Then I'll dig ditches.
Women do that.
Then I'll join the army.
We're in the army, too. We can do everything you can do, only better.
Seriously, Elvin, it's up to you. You can make things a lot more peaceful around the house if you just help out a little bit more.
Let me tell you one simple thing. When Sondra was 3 and Denise was 1, I saw in Claire's face, just despair. And no matter what I said or what I did, so I said, man, I have to do something. It was a weekend, Memorial Day. And I said, dear, you stay here, do whatever you want to do. I'm taking these children away from you for an entire weekend. I took the children, put them in the car, and we drove all the way up to Maine. Took them fishing. Every place I went, I put them by my side. Now, their mother would have had a fit the way I had them there, but they never rolled off into the water. Oh, every now and then a leaf would fall on their face, something like that. But it was nothing that hurt anything. I'm fishing. I catch a fish, and I would cook it. Then I would take all of the bones off, and then I would mash the fish. Just mash it, and then mash the potato, and mash the turnips, mix them all up, just like baby food, man. And they loved it.
Don't get me wrong, I love my babies very much. It's just that it's so hard.
If you think it's hard now, wait till these children get older.
Yes, then you belong to a new club.
It's called My Babies Are Teenagers, and I wish my life was over.
Please don't remind me, Anna. I'm still in that club.
Of course, Anna and I are in the best club. It's called They're Out of the House and I'm Only Stuck with My Husband Club.
Yeah. But husbands can surprise you now. I remember once I'd had my fill of babies. You were 3, Denise was 1, you were all over the place, and I was climbing the walls. Well, Cliff must have sensed I was burnt out, so he took you girls off for a long weekend. Really? I don't remember. That's because you were too young, but I will never forget it. It was the Memorial Day weekend of 1967, late in the day. Cliff packed you 2 girls up in the station wagon, and off you went on a fishing trip to Maine.
Wait a minute, he told you that.
Uh-huh.
Because it was around 8 o'clock Friday evening, Cliff showed up at my house with your daughters who were crying their heads off.
He stopped by your house.
Stop. He begged me to take the girls off his hands. He did. He said, Mom, I can't stop them from crying. Would you please just take them for a weekend?
The girls spent the weekend with you?
The whole weekend. I would have called you, but Cliff told me that you were at a class reunion at Hillman.
Cliff, darling, could you come into the kitchen, please? Now.
Uh-oh. There's the call to glory. What is it, my little turtle dove? Come into this den of evil women. Ha, ha, ha.
Sweet,
Thank you.
sweetheart.
What is going on?
We're just sitting around here talking, and I'm telling everybody what a good husband and father you were. And I was telling Sondra about that time you took her and Denise on a fishing trip.
Yeah, I was just telling your husband about that.
The fishing trip Memorial Day?
With the babies.
Yeah, well, what Memorial Day are you all talking about?
The year was 1967, Cliff, and there's only one Memorial Day a year.
Yes, I know there's only one Memorial Day. Everybody knows that. I mean, tell me something that I don't know.
Well, why don't you tell Sondra about that? Now, you must remember, because you told me you had the girls laying out in the sun on the pier, you caught the fish, you smashed them up so that the girls would have something to eat.
Yeah, well, I don't like to brag. You know what I mean?
Cliff, why don't you tell Sondra how you stopped by my house and dropped her off?
Mother, there are a lot of times when the children and I went places. We were free spirits at the time.
There's only one fishing trip.
And you dropped those babies over at my house and shamelessly went on your way fishing.
And lied to your mother about your wife's whereabouts. Class reunion, indeed.
Yeah, but that was because she was crying all the time. I put her in the back of the car and she started crying. She was hitting these high-pitched notes and I didn't know if she was going to go higher. And then Denise started to not smell so good. And Denise didn't know what to do. So I went by my mother's house and she said, "What are you doing?" And then she said, "Oh, there's the beautiful children." That's what you said. There's the beautiful children. And then you said to me, "Leave these babies here and why don't you just go fishing?"
Now, I wasn't serious. As soon as I got it out of my mouth, you kissed me and darted out the door on your way fishing up the lane.
Oh, after hearing this story, I think a lot more of Elvin. At least he tells me the truth. Dad, you should be ashamed.
Well, can I take the dessert to the man?
No. And get out. Get out. Get out faster.
Do you think what happened inside there?
Oh, the women are in there discussing the man's role in raising children, and they wanted my expertise.
So, Cliff, you really straightened the women out.
Hey, I was brutal. I told them where to pick it up and where to lay it down.
That was a good thing we had you in there, Cliff. Yeah, but you know, weren't you telling us something sound anything like what we heard when we were standing by the door there listening?
You were standing by the door listening?
We heard every word.
Elvin, may I see you in here, please?
Yes, Sondra.
Don't forget,